Okay, so this is my level in Portal 2. Let's wait for it to load up. It's gonna take a while. Okay, so when we go out, so I split my level into two sections. The first section is right here, the second section is over there. However, that's far away from the player and not important at the moment. I made sure to put what's important in front of the player, um, so they can know, okay, this is what I need to focus on at the moment. So this first section is split into four areas. This area right here, one in the front, to the left, and to the right. And I did that so that the player can look around and so that they won't just act, since there's really nothing that they can do unless they know exactly what to do. And I made sure to limit the amount of space here and provide things that the player can interact with so that they can explore and find, okay, what these things do and what should I be focusing on. Okay, so we got this, change the polarity of that, and you can see there's a portable area over there. If I come over here and hit this, I can activate it, but there's a cube over there that I can get to, so I must have to get that to activate this. And since this is the only portable area in this section, this tractor beam must be useful, so that's how I tell the player that the tractor beam is useful. And I put a lot of portable areas in front of the player to attract their eye and tell them, okay, you must be going. This is the area that you should be going to. So I limit the amount of portable areas to try and guide the player. So if they come out, they try to figure out, okay, how can I get that button? Well, there's ankle panels over there. I made them portable to make them, to tell the player that, yep, these are useful. So if you're familiar with the mechanic, you can use the tractor beam to get up high into the air, and then you can use that with ankle panels to launch yourself over. And that's the main mechanic that I'm using throughout the game, using the tractor beam to move through other areas and launching yourself over as well. And that's why everything is split up, so you can be forced to use these mechanics instead of just walking over there normally. And if you mess up anything, you can fall into the deadly goo, or have the cubes you're working with fall into the deadly goo. So now that player's over here, they can't use the tractor beam because there's no portable areas over here. So now they wonder, okay, I have to use this faceplate, and how can I get back over? Well, the faceplate launches me, and the faceplate is just there to provide another way to launch the player to make things less repetitive. So they realize, okay, I used the ankle panels to launch over to the other areas. In order to get back to the beginning, I must do the same thing. So I try to keep everything consistent. So okay, there's an ankle panel over there, an ankle panel over there. If I did that correctly, then I should get launched over there. So let's see. Is everything straightforward? Yes, it is. And you can use that to hit the button. And I made sure that to put whatever's activated by the button right in front of it, so that the player can see, okay, yep, this is useful to me. I should be making use of whatever has been activated. And if you're wondering why there's two ankle panels to get over here, it's because, well, we went use that one first, but if you use this one, you come over here and you get launched back. And that tells you that you're not supposed to be over there. The only way to, this is used to get back from this area, and this is used to go to this area. So it's an actual path over there. I use that to create a path. So let's come over here. We can see that, okay, this ankle panel is activated. So let me use the mechanic I learned throughout the beginning of the level and launch myself. So now we're over to the second section. We got three areas. This middle part, right and left. This middle part is the main point of operations. I made sure that the left, right, and the first section is visible, since you'll need to have a view of everything in order to actually in order to beat the level. And what's mainly important in the first section is this, the tractor beam. So I limit the amount of stuff available to the player to get them to look around once they come here. And the thing immediately available to the player is this. So if they hit that, they come over here. You see that, okay, well, this is activated to that button, and that button also is linked to this the exit. But there's nothing really for me to do over here, so I shouldn't be over here. So let me go back. So that over there is to tell the player, okay, you shouldn't be here. Go back and figure out what to do. I put that there instead of killing the player to get them to learn. So now when they look around, okay, there's a cube over there. Maybe I should be using that to activate this button. So they look, okay, I use the tractor beam to move myself, so I can use the tractor beam to move other objects as well. So, and I made sure to put the portable layers in a way that I can easily guide over to this button. So there's really no confusion as to how to get it over to this button. Okay. Come over here and we hit that. Alright. And I made sure the put was deployed again right in front of the players so that they know, okay, I've seen this get deployed, they must be useful to me, I should be using it. So we realize, just like before, we can have something to launch ourselves up, and we have something to launch ourselves over. So making use of the tractor beam again, we're going to launch ourselves. Now we're back at the beginning. And from here, that's when you make use of this button. And you needed to bring this cube over to the other button. I made sure to make the portable layers above visible to the player so that they can easily know, okay, yeah, I should be able to use these, so I can easily see it and shoot at it. So then you bring it over, and you bring it back, so you can activate the button. Boom. And one thing I forgot to say is that I want to have a theme around getting a cube and then bringing it back to the beginning to make it useful. So before we got this cube over there, and we brought it back to the beginning and hit this button to make it useful. And now we got this cube from over there. We first put it on that button, then we came back to the beginning to use this button and make it useful by hitting that, which unlocks the exit. So now if you come over here, you want to get back to the beginning. So we know to launch ourselves over there. Let's do that. And now if you come over here, okay, the exit is unlocked. Let me go over there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm over here. I can see I can shoot that now. That's activated. But there's really nothing for me to do over here, so let me go back. And just like before, if you land over there, it tells the player you shouldn't be here. Go back and figure out what to do. So the player realizes that, okay, yeah, I've been using the tractor beam to get to other areas I couldn't reach, so maybe the tractor beam is useful in this situation as well. And so you can hit this, come over here, and make sure to get out so you don't fall off into the goo, and you're good. And that is my level. So I just created a theme of launching the player and going back to the beginning to make buttons useful. And I just separated everything into gaps so you can launch over there instead of walking over there normally. But that is the level. That's it.